Thank you for visiting my channel. Be encouraged. This is the goddess named Nyne the Goddess, coming at you with the reading for my divine masculines. I feel called to speak to my divine masculines today. So the energy is already clear. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, for providing me big messages to provide to my divine masculines on today. May the messages come through easy as ABC and 1, 2, 3. May I be protected and guided by my angels and ancestors as I provide this message from any negative intentions or energies. May I return back to sender. I am protected with the full white light of the divine. I am divinely guided, divinely protected, and divinely loved. Thank you. Alright. Divine masculine. As I was playing the shuffle, I see that y'all need a little love right now. Y'all need a little love right now. What's going on right now? Y'all need a little love right now. Alright, so it says hostilities. That's why I said that. The first card says hostilities. The next card says financial constraints. The third card is 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. The 5th chakra is your throat chakra. And the next card, it says Healer of the Ages. And the last card says Glory to Value. Any other messages from this deck spirit? Thank you so much. And the last card is the 1st chakra, Archangel Michael. I don't know how long this reading is gonna be. I said it was gonna be quick, but I don't know. It ain't getting quick, but we gonna get right into it. So, thank you, spirit guides and ancestors, for clarifying and providing me the messages. It's like I feel like I know what's going on, but I'm not sure. There's too many cards. Too many cards, spirit. Actually, I'm gonna switch decks. Sorry, switch decks. What's going on with the hostilities? What's going on around you, divine masculine? I know it has something to do with your finances. Are you having to guard your finances? There's something going on with your finances. You're having to speak up to somebody about your finances. You're having it defended. You're having to speak up to people. Having to tell people to put respect on your name. Regardless of what's going on, you're a healer though. Or you're meant to come here and heal. So I feel like these hostilities and what's going on around you is to pull you into a new energy that you may be stubborn and in your ego about. Wow. Hostilities is money confusion, juggling two situations or ideas around. The 2 of Pentacles, when I see that, it's money confusion, but sometimes I look at it like the divine masculine might be juggling 2 women or 2 people, or the divine masculine energy may be juggling something right now. And if you identify as a male, that's why I say 2 women. But if you are a divine masculine, but you identify with a gender of female, then you might be juggling 2 men. It could also be 2 jobs, 2 opportunities. Whatever it is, the hostilities is around the juggling of whatever it is that you're juggling. The next card to clarify the financial constraints is Justice card. So you're going to come out on top. But I feel like it's really ugly right now. Justice says legal situation or document, police, finding out the truth in a matter affecting the balance. So there's hostilities around you finding out the truth. Or maybe there's hostilities around these women finding out the truth. Or these men finding out the truth. Whichever you take it as it resonates. The shit is hitting the fan or has already hit the fan. And I feel like clarity is coming through. For some of you with the hostilities, there could be that the police was called. Maybe on an employer, maybe on the people that you were juggling. But I don't feel like you're meant to be juggling these things. So you being your egoic mind is making you feel like you have to juggle these things. But I feel like it's a choice. The card that did come out as I was shuffling was the Eight of Pentacles. So it could be work. So a lot of you, the financial constraints or the hostilities has to do around work. Maybe it's your work environment that's causing the hostilities. Maybe it's an environment that you feel like you should be there, but you probably shouldn't. Maybe things have probably came to a head a long time ago where you're supposed to walk away, but you just don't for whatever reason. Take it as it resonates. But there are hostilities around because of lack of something, lack of action, lack of doing what you needed to do. Everything is coming around to you as it is. It's not because you're a victim, but because of your own doing or not doing. So it's given that the love that I need to give you today is tough love. Just to tell you the truth. So that you know that, hey, bruh, hey, divine masculine, you tripping. Hey, girl, you tripping. The next card that came out was Plans, Hopes, Wish card, highest minor arcana, Seven of Swords. So yeah, I feel like you're putting in the work and doing what you need to do to get out of this, but you feel like it's not happening fast enough. It's like, why do I have to keep going through this? Well, divine masculine, you put yourself through this. The next card that came out as I was shuffling was the Lover's card. So for some of you, it has to do with romantic situation. For some of you, your work life was affecting your romantic situation. It could have been a bitch at work. It could have been your work environment. It could have been something with putting work first. Feeling like it was either work or relationship. But really and truly, there's no juggling. You have to understand that work or finances in your love life is equally important. But you don't have to sacrifice one for the other. I keep shuffling, but it's like I'm finding comfort in shuffling. That's interesting. There's a message in that. I keep shuffling, but I find comfort in shuffling. You find comfort in juggling. That's what it is. You find comfort in knowing that you're not giving something your all. I'm a half-ass this shit and I'm gonna get by with that. The gag is you can't half-ass this shit and get by. So it's either you're gonna be all in or you're not. You can't half-ass work and get by. You can't half-ass this love and get by. You can't half-ass anything and get by. You are held to a higher regard. So because of that, you can't go by these low vibrational rules that you want to go by. So it's like your spirit team has allowed you to run rampant for as long as they could. And now it's like, you know what? Sit down. Literally, sit down. Like, dude, I can't make this shit up. So yeah, this has something to do with a lot of you. It's you're juggling work and love, and you feel like that's what you're supposed to do. It's either love or it's work, because I can't have both. It's like I gotta be on the grind, so I can't be in love. I can't be da. What I do is not gonna, like, people like me aren't supposed to be in love with what I do. I'm supposed to be out here in my player energy, or I'm supposed to be this and I'm supposed to be that. You're putting all of these things on yourself that the universe is like, wrong. So it's time to decide and say it with your chest. And I feel like that's why Archangel Gabriel is coming out with the fifth chakra. Say it with your chest that you are not doing that anymore, and that you have to have the inner knowing that you deserve better. You have to heal all parts of you and know that you are the healer of the ages. But in order for you to be the healer of the ages, you have to heal yourself. You have to lead by experience. And those things that you're thinking that you're supposed to hold on to, you're actually supposed to be leading and helping people do, and showing people that they can do things in a different way. But you're so stuck in your own way that you think that juggling is what you're supposed to do, but you're really going into this continuous cycle that is not serving you any good. It hasn't served you, it's not going to serve you, and it's up to you if you want to keep going and doing it, but it's not of service. It's a disservice to self. So with the Lovers card coming in, I feel like it's about love of self. So yeah, it's about love of someone else, but it's also about love of self first, so that you can love others, whether it be a woman, a divine feminine, whether it be the people in your lives, whether it be your family, whether it be your work. Truly tapping into that true essence of yourself means love. And that's the very thing that you've been running from. You've been thinking that juggling these things, these activities, these people, or whatever, it's been distracting you from doing what it is that you know you're supposed to do. Because you are a lover and not a fighter. So because you're a lover and not a fighter, the universe is bringing you hostility. That's not what you want. You don't want hostilities, but you created it. So it's like, this is what you want, so we're going to give it to you. But yeah, you are love. So why are you afraid to be love, to know that you're loving? Love is not a bad thing. It's not. Like, people, I can go on and on about that, but I think that a lot of this is changing the way that you see love. And whatever it is that you're going through right now is helping you to reshape your mind and reshape your way of being when it comes to that. And I feel like this divine feminine has a lot to do with it. That you possibly were juggling that wasn't worth being juggled. But the Page of Cups says young woman to 25 years, basic good news. Clarify the Page of Cups and the Lovers, please. Please clarify the Page of Cups. So many cards. Please clarify the Page of Cups. Please clarify the Page of Cups. Well, new beginnings. So, someone's speaking up. Someone's speaking up. And I think it's you, Divine Masculine. And you speaking up and doing what it is that you need to do is going to get you good results, but you have to decide. Because there's new beginnings and new ideas and creation and birth on the horizon, and what you think is all lost is not. But it's really up to you on how you're going to take this next step. Yep, the Devil energy, jealousy or trouble, able to break through the chains that are binding you or holding you back. So there's definitely something, someone, places, old ways that are holding you back. It's like the Devil energy is holding you away from, oh, that's so interesting. Healer of the Ages is card 51. The Devil card in another deck is card 15. So it's interesting how one is 51 and the other one is opposite. Because 15 is Devil energy, but then it's like the universe is like, get out of that energy, bro. We want you in this energy. We want you to get out of that toxic karmic cycle and that way of being, that karmic loop. That's what I start calling it, the karmic loop. Get out of the karmic loop. Get out of the karmic cycles. Those things that you're juggling is not even worth it. But I just decided not to even go into those energies because it could be draining, and I don't feel like it. They're not worth it. But you already know that it's a lot of hostility, so you already know what's up. The next card is Four of Cups, money fluctuations, being offered something you may not want. I feel like this is making you become more decisive so that you know what the hell you do want. Like, figure it out. But then the next card says door to value. So sometimes you have to decline what it is that you don't want in order for you to get what you do want. So I feel like you were going through a lot of the what you don't want to get you what you do want. So it's a major rebirth and a transition going on for you, Divine Masculines. And I feel like, yeah, I was being hard on you and it was some hard, tough love in the beginning. But I feel like you put yourself through this and you've had to go through this hard, tough love in order for you to get to the other side. But at the same time, I feel like it's what you needed to get you to, like, it's literally what you needed to get you to the other side. So Nine of Swords, fears and frustrating, letting go of emotions, the Hermit, loneliness, unattached, soul searching, time needed or time alone, and then the Five of Swords in reverse. So yeah, you're coming out of this low vibrational energy. You're gonna come out of it. Some of you are already out of it. Some of you are getting out of it. Some of you need to pull to get out of it. So let me pull some encouraging messages for you guys. The last card was the first chakra, Archangel Michael card. And I'm being pulled to open up the book and read what it says. So I'm gonna do that. First chakra, Archangel Michael. Stability and security. Michael holds a beautiful globe of red energy at the first chakra, which is located at the base of the spine. This is a place where your sense of stability and security is stored. When this card is upright, it reveals that your energy is flowing freely regarding these issues. Even if you had problems with feeling secure in the past, these challenges are beginning to be resolved at this time. Archangel Michael is with you, bringing you strength and personal stability. You are capable of taking action and moving forward on your path. So allow yourself to feel increasing faith in your own power and security now and always. The affirmation for this card is, my first chakra is open to its perfect healthy state. I am strong, stable, safe, and secure. The Archangel Michael guides and supports me always. That's beautiful. And interestingly enough, that card started on page 111, FYI. So I feel like a lot of you possibly have been seeing 111. And I feel like this is the whole point of this reading is stability and security in your foundation. So your foundations, that's what it is. Your foundations for a lot of you have been shaky. It's been built on shaky ground. It's been built on old programmings and old belief systems that are no longer serving you. It could be old generational cycles from people before you, or it could also be generation or cycles that you've taken on for yourself through conditionings that you've taken on, either through things that you've been through, people that you've spoken to, or things that you felt like you had to do in order for you to guard your heart and guard yourself. But now it's time for you to get out of that old way of being, and for you to know that you're worthy to receive everything that it is that you want. So in order for you to do that, you have to leave those old people, places, and things, and old ways of being, and those old programmings behind. But you have to be okay with doing that. And sometimes when we're not okay with doing that, what our spirit team does is they create chaos and they create hostilities, financial constraints, and things like that to make us wake up and smell the coffee. Some of you may like coffee. But anyway, others of you, this is your wake-up call that you probably already have gone through these things and probably didn't understand why you were going through these things, and this is probably the tail end of it, and you're trying to figure out, okay, now what and why. So the now what is being this new sense of self. So in this new sense of being your authentic self, like, what will you choose? It's really all up to you. I can't tell you what to choose. I can just only empower you to keep growing, glowing, and being the divine masculine that you are. But what I will say is that I can see here that with, Archangel Gabriel and Archangel Michael and Healer of the Ages, things like that here, I feel like you're very powerful. So these things are not happening to you, they're happening for you. So now the real question is, it's happening for you so that you can do what? For you to, and for everybody that's different, but these are the questions and the self-checks that you have to stop and do for yourself. And I think that with, juggling and with financial constraints and work and doing all that other stuff, you have to also take the time out for you to center yourself and be in your foundation and have that sense of security and stand 10 toes down in your security and your stability. I hope y'all heard that horn, because that's literally confirmation. So do what you gotta do, King, Emperor, God, Goddess, Empress, Queen. Because the divine masculine doesn't always have to be a female. Or a male. It could be a female. Lord of mercy. What kind of messages do you have for us here? I picked up this deck twice, and every time I shuffle it, it's like, nah, that ain't the one. What kind of messages do you have for our divine masculines at this time? Awakening. Yeah, you guys are going through an awakening. Look at things from a different perspective. A temporary standstill. It's important to be yourself. So some of you divine masculines could also be people pleasing. Don't people please. Stand in your truth. Don't do this because it won't be appealing to other people. Who gives a fuck? And start to look things at it from a different perspective, because I think that a lot of you are overthinking and in this chaotic mindset. And for some of you too, the hostilities may not be physical hostilities. It could be hostilities within your mind. So a battle in your mind. Some of you need to speak your truth to whoever you need to speak your truth with. If you need to set things straight with these people that you are juggling, do that. Whether it be walking away or walking towards. But the next card was the Emperor card, Archangel Michael again. Organization and logic, structure and discipline, leadership. So they're really wanting you to step into your power, organization and logic, structure and discipline, leadership. That's the Emperor card. The next card is the Knight of Water, emotional, romantic, enthusiastic, contemplative, falling in love or wedding proposal, the need to balance emotions, an invitation to a social event. So some of you are wanting to get married, fall in love, or allowing yourselves to fall in love, allowing yourselves to feel that want to be married and have kids and be in a family life. Finally letting go of the burdens of the old ways of thinking, of the old cycles, and allowing yourselves to be free of that. Knowing that being emotionally vulnerable is not a weakness, but instead a strength. Falling in love is not a weakness. But some of you also need to balance out your emotions. Some of you want to invite someone to a social event or invite someone out. Some of you need to take some time near water. I don't care if it's 5 minutes. It could be a lake, a beach, a river. Shit, a pool. It don't even matter. It's something about just being around a body of flowing water, or just, it could literally be a pool. It doesn't matter. It's still water. The whole point of it is the water being powerful, not, oh, it has to come from the motherland. Because there's man-made beaches, so it's about the water. That just made me think of something with me and my younger cousin that we used to say. But anyway, the last card is the Wheel. Archangel Michael again. A time of positive change. A situation suddenly moves forward. Fortune is on your side. So yeah, this is out with the old, in with the new. Literally. 3 of Air. Great sadness. Take time to heal. The need to forgive yourself or others. So yeah, I feel like some of you are in this hostilities right now, and this is your oomph to let you know that there is light at the end of the tunnel. Some of you will be going through it or are going through it. Some of you need guidance, which is why you're here. But the under the deck says Page of Earth, scholarly, dependable, patient, and successful. Good news about financial matters, waiting, wanting to do something more challenging, a new area of study. So some of you are going into this new beginning with, like, you know what, with the full card energy. Like, la 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 la. And I love that for you. Life experience, a significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change. Time to spread your wings. It's time to spread your wings. But I feel like this, again, this hostilities was happening for you and not to you. So be grateful. So that's what I have for you. Thank you guys so much for coming to my channel. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, I hope you, be loved, be great, and do what you need to do, because it's cool. All right, I'm out of here. Bye.